Looks like I've got Miss Lillian Windward here as my plaintiff and Benson Sanchez as the defendant. Mr. Sanchez, I see you brought a witness with you, Miss Raina Kumar.
I have, Your Honor.
Okay, excellent. She's been sworn in?
She has been sworn in.
Thank you, Elijah. Okay, Miss Windward, why are we in court today?
Well, I'm here today because I am suing Benson Sanchez for negligence for $850 for a traumatizing experience that was supposed to be a birthday celebration for myself. He cooked meat, even though he knew I was a vegan and agreed not to, in a cottage. It was traumatizing.
What's your rationale for choosing the vegan lifestyle?
Well, when I was a young child, we were celebrating Easter, and I have a background that they often cook game.
Okay,
and
sure.
they served rabbit. And it
Okay.
happened that it was a pet rabbit, and
Oh,
I've
child,
never
no.
been the same.
Okay, so that's important for me to establish, right? Because people are vegan or vegetarian for different reasons. Some people it's purely dietary, but for you it sounds like it's more than that, right? It's emotional. You have the connection to the animals, and you don't want to see animals harmed for any reason, including human consumption. That's
Yes.
it?
Yes, you
Okay.
get this.
Yeah, I do. Now, I don't partake because I'm a red meat girl myself. I do understand and I do respect your lifestyle. Okay, so tell me how Mr. Sanchez came into play here. How do you even know this man?
Well, I know Mr. Sanchez through my dear girlfriend, Raina Kumar. We've known each other since college.
Great.
And this is her boyfriend.
Okay, so
since
you
just
two are a
few
couple?
months.
We are.
Okay,
yes.
great. We'll get to that. Go ahead.
Yeah. So.
Okay, is that judgment I see on your face, Miss
Well-
Windward? Okay, because I'm the one doing the judging today, Miss Windward. Go ahead, continue.
I didn't really care for Benson the minute I met him.
But how did he come into contact with you for this birthday celebration, since you don't even like him?
Well, I organized a big celebration for all of the girlfriends from college to get together.
Great.
5 of
Is
us,
this a
and-
milestone celebration for you?
Well, it was my 50th birthday.
That's
Thank
something
you
to
for
celebrate.
asking.
Congratulations. Okay, so you're turning, 50. That's a big deal. You want to do something special.
Yes, and we hadn't seen each other in years, the
Okay,
girls.
so what did you plan, Miss Windward?
Well, I did a lot of research, and I found a lovely cottage to book, a 6-bedroom cottage for the 12
wow.
of us,
Okay.
significant others to be coming.
Great.
And in Rockland, Maine, which is idyllic, I hear. I've always wanted to go.
Okay.
And so that's how I became acquainted with Benson.
So he was invited as a guest of the the defendant witness, which I'll hear about in a second.
Exactly.
Okay, so he's coming, then what happens?
Well, so I did all this organizing, and one of the things that I sent around in the group text was that I would be happy to organize and get the arrangements for the payment, but everybody would please agree to not cook meat or bring meat into the house to honor my vegan lifestyle.
Yes.
Everyone was okay with it. And I even have the text message here.
That's what I want to see, Miss Woodward. Go ahead and give all your evidence to my bailiff, ma'am,
Thank you.
and let me take a look.
Here you go, Your Honor.
Thank you, sir. As far as y'all know, I'm still vegan. Feel free to cook and eat meat outside on the patio, but please don't bring any meat of any kind to the cottage. Cool? I see Mr. Sanchez enters the chat, quite literally here. He says, I eat meat for every meal, but okay. Ms. Kumar, go ahead and approach Mr. Sanchez. What's your explanation so far as to the facts?
She, obviously, like you can see the text, Your Honor. She is being controlling from the get-go. She is very uptight. She is already making it uncomfortable. We haven't even gotten there. And I am agreeing to whatever she wants.
Uncomfortable for you?
What's that?
Uncomfortable for who, sir? Uncomfortable for you?
For me and for her. I mean, we...
Okay, well, I'm going to let her speak
Okay.
for herself since she's a grown woman and she's sworn in to testify. Were you uncomfortable, ma'am?
Well, I think she was, she's always been very particular since college, very
Sure.
particular about her veganism.
Okay.
And we always, tried to adhere
Accommodate.
to that, accommodate her
Okay.
and let her, I did eat meat in the dorm room. I
You're a
really
meat
like
eater.
to eat meat, yeah.
Yeah,
so
so
for
am
me,
I.
I
Okay.
did that for my friend.
Okay.
And we did agree to this because it was her 50th. But, I think she failed to recognize that everyone prefers to eat meat.
And it wasn't meat. It
What
was
was it?
lobster.
It was lobster.
It was lobster. Okay, so I heard that there was some photo evidence so I could see this lobster. Let's see what we're talking about here on the plasma. Let's see what is going on with this lobster. Oh gosh, not the eyes.
It looks
Well,
great.
Lord have mercy.
Your
That's how you're
Honor,
supposed
that's exactly what my ethos is all about. I don't eat things with a face.
With the face. Yeah, it's giving Little Mermaid vibes, Mr. Sanchez. It really is. I think it's going to
you're
start
seeing
singing
it
and
as it's
dancing in a
coming.
minute.
It's coming out of the pot. It gets much better after.
Okay, you were cooking a lobster, and although technically it's not meat, it's shellfish, but you still cooked it inside after agreeing specifically in the text message not to do any cooking of the meat inside. And I feel like they wanted to make a statement by bringing not just lobster tails that are widely available at any grocery store you go to, especially in Maine. I'm sorry, it's known for lobsters, literally. It's known for Maine lobsters. Were amazing. By the way, if you guys ever go to Maine, order it. It's absolutely delicious. But back to the case. I believe they did try to make a statement by bringing live lobster and cooking it in her face, knowing how she feels about cooking meat and especially live animals. And I'm a meat girl. I can never support vegan lifestyle, but I do have friends who are vegan, and it's always a struggle. And for whatever reason, somehow we as meat eaters have to accommodate them everywhere they go. But they're not willing to give us an inch. Every time there is always a battle when it comes to any celebrations or birthdays, to the point when we just stopped going altogether. Let's go back.
Okay, so this is what you did in this cottage?
I did.
Okay, so you're boiling this live, but why did you have to do that inside when she gave clear directive to do it outside?
Well, first, I don't consider this meat. And secondly, you have to boil them. Where am I supposed to boil outside? I need hot water. It needs to be under the fire. I can't just heat the water and take it outside for it to cook
You ever heard
properly.
of a hot plate, Mr. Sanchez?
Not in this place. I mean, this is a cottage. This is a really fancy cottage. There was nothing out there.
Let's go to this second text message exchange here. Hey, Benson, I'm still furious with you for boiling live lobsters in the cottage. So this is from Miss Windward to you, Benson. It was immoral and cruel. You completely ruined my birthday. I couldn't stay there another night because of your selfish behavior. The right thing to do is send me your share of the cottage expense. You're out of your mind, Lillian. I'm not paying you a dime. First of all, lobsters are not meat. I boiled them because that's how you're supposed to cook them. Raina, the girlfriend, and I paid our share just like the other 4 couples. You don't get anything back. Get a life and stay out of mine. Okay, that's pretty nasty there, Mr. Benson. Let me ask you this, Miss Windward. Did you vacate the premise?
Your Honor, I did vacate. My boyfriend and I decided after the horrific accident, not
They did stay there
accident,
one
it
night.
was-
I just want to add that. You stayed one night.
Well, we did stay one night, yes.
wasn't that bad.
So the
then.
first, okay, let that.
Sorry, Your Honor.
Mr. Sanchez?
Yes.
The next time, Elijah here is going to escort you out of my courtroom.
Yes, ma'am.
Now, Miss Windward, do tell me, this first and only night you stayed out of the 2 nights, was it enjoyable?
Well, it was wonderful.
It was wonderful. Okay,
Yes,
thank you. You can stop talking, Miss
I
Windward. That's all I
cooked
need to
them
know.
a vegan meal.
Thank
They
you, Miss
loved
Windward.
it.
Thank you. Okay, so you stayed one night, and then after the second traumatic experience here, you decided to vacate. So
We did.
you left your own party.
Sadly, yes.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, the first night we did go along and eat her meal that she made. None of us are vegan, and we prefer eating a meat, but we decided we would do that. So we didn't think for the second
Well,
evening.
did you enjoy the meal, Miss
No.
Kumar?
No, we did
I
not.
slaved over that meal for
I
4
understand, but
hours.
we like to have
Okay,
our
thank
meats.
you. Thank you, Ms.
Sorry.
Kumar. You gave me what I
Sorry.
needed. Okay, finally here, let's get to the invoice. So I'm looking at this. This is the $5,100. So each couple split this evenly to the
Yes.
tune of $850 for a 2-night
Yes,
stay.
Your Honor.
Okay, and you guys paid and you got their money.
I did.
Okay.
I do like my meats too with my meals, and going 2 days without protein, I don't know if I would be able to handle this. But she never said don't bring any meat, period. She just said don't bring it inside the house, and if you were to cook it, please cook it outside. And I'm sorry, there are so many options. You did not have to bring a live lobster and put it in her face and let her see the animal suffer. And to be honest with you, I've never cooked a live lobster, and I don't believe I'll ever attempt to cook a live lobster just because of the reasons that were mentioned in this case. Yes, they have a face and they try to jump out because, well, they're live. But I would be more than happy to cook the tails that are already pre-made, so it's easier on your conscience to do that. In this sense, I actually understand the plaintiff, because I would be able, although I eat meat, but still I would not be able to to just be sitting there and watch that poor lobster being cooked alive. And maybe if next time you are invited for a vegan-only party where no meat is allowed, just say no. Let's go back.
Okay, I'm going to be making a ruling here shortly, but I am going to allow Mr. Sanchez to have a final word to explain to the court once again, while after indicating that you understood that you were not supposed to be cooking anything that wasn't vegan in the house, and you do concede that lobster is not vegan, right? Whether or not it's meat, I hear you could be debatable, but you know that's not a vegan lifestyle choice.
I guess so, yes.
We
I
guess
know
so.
that.
Okay, great. So tell the court why you chose to bring the lobsters inside.
Well, we actually ate it outside, Your Honor. In fact, I have some evidence if I'm allowed to show you.
Oh, sure, please.
Okay, thank you. And it's actually...
Hurry up, give it to my bailiff, give
Thank
him
you, sir.
everything you've got.
Thank you. Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Your Honor, what you're going to see in these photographs, and
Thank you.
yes, it starts with some of the photos. I prepared the plates outside, and I mean, I understand that she doesn't like it, but this is how they look. If you don't
Not
do it
just
this
the
way,
tails, Your Honor, the whole dead carcass of the animal.
it's a shell. It's like your skin.
Okay.
Better looking.
But we
actually.
ate it outside.
Okay, I understand that, Ms. Kumar. You guys ate the meal outside, but it was cooked. You two are conceding. Boiled live lobsters, as I do respect, they should be cooked. But I don't understand why this could not have been attempted to be done outside. I've heard enough from all parties. Ms. Kumar, you can have a seat. Thank you for your testimony.
Thank you.
I'm going to go back to a piece of evidence the plaintiff brought. This original group text, it looks like 35,000 of y'all were on, speaking of the group. And it looks like she's very clear. She likes what she likes. She has a particular way about herself, and she has a chosen lifestyle, which happens to be vegan, that she supports with a moral integrity. And as it was her 50th birthday, as she set the rules and gave the invitations, which you did not have to participate, when you consent to go, when you say, I eat meat for every meal, but guess what the magic words are, Mr. Sanchez? But okay. That's you acquiescing to her demand. Same with you, Ms. Kumar. Sure, but only because that part doesn't matter. Only because it's Sunday. Doesn't matter. When you said sure, that is you acquiescing to her terms, rigid they may be. Therefore, the court does order that you ruined the second night of her birthday celebration. But, Ms. Windward, per your own testimony, you had quite a lovely time, night one of your birthday celebration. So the court is going to rule in your favor, ma'am, but to exactly half of the cost you've asked for, the court grants you half of your $850 demand. That is my ruling.
Very interesting case. And again, I'm not vegan. I like my meats. I like my kebabs. I just love my steaks. But having said that, cooking lobster tails on the grill outside and cooking a live lobster who is literally trying to escape the pot while you're boiling it is a completely different thing. And I'm pretty sure most of us who actually like our meats would not be able to tolerate the noise of the banging that's happening while the lobster is being cooked. So in this case, I can see how it could be traumatizing, because in the very beginning when she said all this, I actually thought she was being overly dramatic, but now thinking about it and actually hearing the whole story, yes, I completely understand, sorry to say, although I'm not vegan. They could have chosen different type of meat. It was only 2 days. It's not like they were staying there for 2 weeks. The lobsters are available in different configurations. They could have gotten lobster tails. They could have gotten cooked lobster already since they were in Maine. They could have ordered out from some very nice local place and enjoy their lobsters that way, but no. I do believe they wanted to make a statement by bringing live lobster and cooking it right in front of her. And to me, it was a bit cruel since it was her birthday. And she specifically asked not to cook any meat inside the cottage. And maybe in the future, if the friendship is so important to you, maybe try to find a compromise, since it was only a 2-day trip. What did you guys think? What do you think of the judgment? Do you think the Judge Ebony ruled correctly by giving her 50% of what she was asking for? Or do you believe she should not be getting any money back? Please put it in the comments below, and thank you so much for watching.